I was in meditation this morning and I thought about um, one of my favorite fairy tales, um, The Wizard of Oz, and the many spiritual lessons that are there. And I wasn't thinking about them individually, but the whole premise of The Wizard of Oz is um, a reminder that sometimes we go out into the world thinking that our gifts are out there. We go on this wild search and wild chase for everything that's out there. Like the magic doesn't exist out there. It's in us. It begins with us. Um, Dorothy had to go on the journey though to learn the lesson. And there's a point where Glinda, the Good Witch, says to her, so Dorothy says, I'm also trying to remember the lines. Dorothy says, oh geez, if, it was this easy, if um, I knew that I was going to be okay, I knew that everything will end up where it is, why didn't you just tell me? Why did I have to go through everything that I went through? And Glinda says to Dorothy, one, you've always had it in you. Two, if we had told you, you wouldn't have believed us. Um, and it's something it's a theme that's very consistent in my life, where I've spent a lot of my life, most of my life, um, looking for something. I can't even tell you what it is. I just spent my entire life just looking for something, um, whether it was validation, whether it was acknowledgement, but it needed to come out of there. Like even in magic, like I'm one of the people that um, I live a very magical life. There are a lot of things in my life that happen that I cannot explain. I don't speak about. Um, but I think I invalidated a lot of them because I needed someone else to validate them. Um, I don't do that now though, but I think this is obviously me reflecting on that and in hindsight and making a comparison or rather referencing the Wizard of Oz as a and looking at it as a spiritual teaching. Um, and sometimes the journey is necessary, right? Because we develop necessary skills. Also, we learn how to appreciate the gift that we have a lot more and how to use them more responsibly because we know um, what they carry, the strength, the power that they carry, and the transformational energy. So I, I spent, I promise you, I spent the last half of my meditation thinking about Dorothy and the journey that she was on and relating it to my own life theme of um, needing the outside world to validate the magic that I know exists in me. And instead of you looking outward, it's also like an invitation to, yeah, experience it. I paused there because I was just like, how do I do that? How the heaven do I do that? But again, it's one of those things where you can't figure it out. It requires stillness. I'm finding that it's a very like recurring theme where the invitation is for more stillness and less figuring things out and less doing and acting from a place of we're being strategic, we're being this, we're being this. It's um, just be, because then you're able to receive, perceive, and experience. So um, we're starting a new week, and my invitation for the week is to move a bit slower, to move with more intention, um, for curiosity to, in as much as curiosity is my guide, curiosity could also be leading me to more stillness. So I'm accepting the invitation and I'm extending it to you. Have yourself a beautiful week.